Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a three-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Throw. Trader.
But they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And now running right through it. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing. Blue.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, nice throw.
Got bad memories.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And they'll run it here. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there, 15 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's Oliver. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The Redskins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10.
Right,
it's first down.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Detroit! Gone!
Operating from the gun, Schrader. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Well, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? About 3-5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Schrader. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Schrader. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We got three, fellas. We got three. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, Schrader. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
To throw again, Schrader. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Throwing on first down. Schrader firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, Schrader. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And out of the backfield gets in for the score. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Here's Oliver. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now back to throw. And he's got some space here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! Watching that, Barney! Barney!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Oliver. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Schrader, he's going to walk one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Operating from the gun, Schrader. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already. We'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they'll go to the ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, now look at 56.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Trader. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw. Trader, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Trader. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Shotgun. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he'll go to the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So here are the Redskins now, an important 2-point conversion.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Trader. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Gone! 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 Gone!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Now a play fake here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And they'll run it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
and wide open, complete, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight, the home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is fielded at the goal line. Shrugs him off. Still on his feet. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Throwing on first down. Schrader. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that one will be accepted. To throw on second down. Schrader. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing it on third and long. Schrader going for the deep ball. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looking. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis.
There you go on the field, but okay, I see you. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all three timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those three timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 45 yards. And on the ground they go with the running back. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, hooks it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur in the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Redskins, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back.